Okay, in the last section you did the slope. Today you're doing the equations of a line. You've got 2, which is the y-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is where the line intersects the y axes. Point slope, you've got that lovely formula. You've got y minus y1 equals m, the slope again, x minus x1. You will input in m, x1 and y1 the point coordinates and also whatever the slope is, and you'll rearrange it to make it look like point slope form. Okay, so here's the formulas. Look, y equals mx plus b, and y minus y1 equals mx minus whatever x1 is. And one of two things: either you will be given the slope and you'll be given a coordinate point, or like example 1, you will be given a graph, and what have you got to do is get the 2 points and work out the slope and the 2 points. Okay, so we'll come on to that very shortly. So in question 1 you are told that m equals 4 and the y-intercept equals -3. So what have you got? Well, you've got your y equals mx plus b as your standard formula, substituting what you've been given for what you for the letters. So you've got y equals 4x, and instead of the positive which you've got here, you've got a -3. So that is the answer that you need for question number 1. What it tells you to do is to graph it. Well, let's have a look at that on the next page. Okay, so from the last question, continuing question 1, we had y equals 4x minus 3. Okay, so you've got a slope of, so your m equals 4 and your intercept is -3. So as accurately as you can, draw your pairs of axes. Your intercept is the first part, this part here, so we're down here at -3. So you've got a point that's going to go there. And don't forget your slope is going to be the y's over the x's. So in theory your slope is 4 over 1. So you go across 1 in your x-axis, and then you go up 4. So -3 plus 4 is going to take you to y equals 1. And you've got your second point there. And then all you've got to do is join your points up, and you've got your graph. Okay, so here's example 2. You are told what the slope is and you are told the point. All you've got to do is substitute these into the point slope form, which is this guy here, and then eventually you will finish up with some sort of expression, and then you can solve make it y equals, or you can actually leave it as that if you want and plot it. Okay, so let's see how that goes with one of the questions you've got, which is question number 4. Okay, so here's question number 4, and what are you told? You are told that m equals 5 and your point is 3, -2. Okay, quote the formula. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. The more you can quote, the better it is. Now it's just a case of substituting in. So it's going to be y minus -2 equals your slope, which is 5, and x minus 3. Tidy up this part, so you've got y plus 2 equals, and then you can leave it at 5x minus 3 if you want at this point, or you can distribute, which is going to give you 5x minus 15. And then solving for y, you can subtract 2 from each side, so you would have y equals 5x minus 17. Okay, so carried on. Y equals 5x minus 17. Same principle as last time, but bearing in mind you've got a graph that would look something like this. Okay, your minus 17 is going to be right down here. So you've got your first point here, and again it's m equals 5 over 1. So go across 1. So where x equals 1, and you go up 5, so this is going to go up here somewhere, and you're going to finish up with negative 17, add 5 is going to give you negative 12. There's your second point, and then again just draw the line through.